This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Adam Hall wants to know, did you ever really have a dog named Spot? Of course, they're trying to be a smart ass about your retirement speech, but come on. You never had a dog named Spot, did you?
No, absolutely not. I have always, grown up with dogs, and my grandfather had 2 bird dogs, liver spot pointers. He was a quail hunter, and that was the dogs that I had growing up. I had a pit bull terrier, and as an adult, we have had 3 dogs. We had a Cocker Spaniel named Sammy, who was with us, God bless him, for 13, going on 14 years, who was the first member of my family as an adult. And then we had Petey, who is a red palm, and we now have Smokey, who is a black palm. So that's been the members of our family. No one named Spot.
Smokey? That ain't after some SEC stuff, is it?
No, it was meant to be. We were going to get 2. So it was going to be Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, I love that.
And this was Brock's idea, and he picked out Smokey, and we haven't got the Bandit yet, but I'm pushing for
it. Well, we know who we got to sell on that. Mike Whitaker has an interesting question that I don't think I've ever asked you about. He says, have you ever talked to the guy that slapped you on your back that fateful day and talked to him about what happened? Did you know the guy who patted you on the back that day in Vegas when you knew something was wrong, or was it just a random fan or something?
Well, no, it wasn't in Vegas. It was after I had my surgery, and I was back at Gold's Gym, and I was rehabbing. I was thinking I was coming back.
Right.
And I'm in the gym, and, my strength is coming back, and I'm stretching out, and I'm starting to feel good. I guess I'd been back in the gym maybe 2 months, and I thought I was on schedule, and I didn't even know who the guy was. I didn't know him. It was just somebody that had seen me in there for years. I guess had been a member, or maybe not even years. Maybe I don't know his backstory, but I know it wasn't someone that I knew. It was just someone that I was gone out of the gym. And I got the impression he didn't know maybe why. And now I'm back, and it was like, okay, good to see you. Glad to see you're back here. It was just one of those things. But it was the day that I realized you're done.
Right.
So no, I did not know who the guy was, nor do I even have a recollection. I'm sure I saw him many times after that, because I went back to the same gym many times. Or I don't know if it scared him that he thought he might have knocked the water out of my hand, or I don't know what the deal was, but I don't recall seeing him after that.
Here's a fun one. Peter wants to know, does Arn have any good Virgil stories? Haven't seen him talked about that much. What was your opinion of him? Of course, the real life Mike Jones, we've had a lot of fun talking about with Tony Schiavone on what happened when. And of course, he was with you briefly in the WWF as Virgil, but then you probably were around him a little more in WCW when he was Vincent with the NWO. Any good Mike Jones stories you can share with us?
Well, I don't know if I've told this one before, but one day we're backstage, and I was walking and talking with Kurt Hennig, and Vincent or Virgil or whoever you want to call him was walking ahead of us. I forget what we're even talking about. We're just probably yucking it up. And he paused for a moment, and he looked at Virgil, and he didn't even look at me. He just said, Beetlejuice. And I immediately knew what he's talking about. The shrunken head, the tiny head. You had Virgil all jacked up, and he had this little walnut head. And man, I almost peed myself. I was laughing so hard. That's all he said was the one word. And it was almost like it was code. And it just fit. I got it. and it was just part of that Kurt Hennig humor.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.